Hello, welcome, and thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe and also click on that bell button so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. And if you enjoy this tutorial, don't forget to like this video as well. So today's DIY, what we're going to do is a wooden plant holder or holiday holder, I guess you could say, for wreaths. You're going to need 5 of these wooden signs that they're at the Dollar Tree right now. 2 of them will be for the bottom stand. 2 of them are going to be for either side like so. And then the 5th one will be for the top part of the stand. And the way it is laying down like that, no, the other way, yes, like that will be the way we're going to screw it all in. Now, I did use a drill bit to start the hose for the screws, and I'm going to show you how I did that on this one as well, because we're going to start for the hooks. What I did was measure this the stick, I guess the piece of wood out, and mark right where the center is at. From the center, I measured 4 inches away from one side and marked it, and then went to the opposite side and did the same thing and measured the 4 inches and marked it. So that's where we're going to put our hooks. Now you don't have to put 3 hooks on. I did because sometimes I'm going to use it as a plant holder, other times for, I'm thinking of making our numbers for our home and putting it on here as well. So I'm just going to start the hose for these hooks like so. Not much, you don't have to go very deep. And then I also added some Gorilla Glue on each one of the hooks. And you don't have to do this, but I wanted to do it so it could last long term. And then you just twist them in. And that starting all the holes with the drills, actually it helps out a lot. But if you don't have that, you don't have a drill for whatever reason, you can also use a hammer and nail and just hammer in a nail just halfway maybe, and then pull it out and then do the same process of screwing the rest in. And you can do the same for the hose that we're going to be adding to our sections of wood. Now again, find the middle, and then I just marked it since I'm going to be painting these over again. And where the middle of that standing side wood piece is going to be, that's where the 2 in the bottom are going to be glued together. And then if you see, I just put 2 holes on either side that I know will end up on either side of each wood from the bottom, if that makes sense. And again, I started my hose, but these I did all the way down. I actually went through the entire piece of wood, because they're going to be screwed into the stand of this piece. So I knew it was going to be kind of hard if I didn't do this. And then you do it to the second part, the second piece of wood as well. Now we're going to do the top part. Now the top part, I drilled 2 holes for 2 screws, but honestly you could just do 1. It wasn't necessary. I don't think it was. Again, find the middle part, and then I measured out how wide, or I guess it would be how long that side piece is, and it's 2 inches. So I just marked it, and then I just did 2 holes in the middle like so. But if I was you, I would just do 1. You don't have to do that. Then I drilled both of them together. Just made life easier for me instead of doing each one individually. Like so. I know these pieces of wood, these signs at Dollar Tree are going by really fast, so hopefully you guys can find them. So I'm just showing you where all the holes and the ones that I started are at. Now we're going to assemble it together. So basically I'm starting to put my screws in there. just to start it off, so I can it'd be easier for me to handle. And then I'm going to screw in the top part, and then I'm going to do the same to the other side. So what we're going to do now is glue the two pieces from the bottom together. Now at first I had thought about putting screws as well, but I didn't have long enough screws that would go into both pieces of wood laying down flat like that. So I used Gorilla Glue and also some Gorilla Wood Glue. And I was generous with it. I wasn't too sure how it would hold, but it holds really good. So what I did is I put both glues, then I just pressed them together and I set them aside, and I put 2 books on top of it, and I let them dry for a few hours. And once you allow that to dry just like that, but I'm just showing you, once you allow them to dry for a few hours, then you can go ahead and screw in your side pieces. I was trying to figure out how to show you guys. So you just screw them in like that. And then you do the same to the other side. And now we're going to do the top part. And again, it's the same process. Just screw in your piece of wood. Basically, since you already pre-drilled the side piece of wood, it's easier because you can just insert it and you know where they're at. You just hold it with one hand and screw them in. And it's really easy once you, like I said, if you pre-drilled at least one piece of the wood. And you don't have to do that. Like I said, you could do hammer and nails, and there you have it. Now, I was at first going to paint this all black, but I like the top part, what it said. So I decided to go ahead and paint it white, and then I sprayed some of this, and it's shellac, so it could, since I'm going to keep it outside, I wanted it to protect it a little bit. So I always spray basically everything I use with that coating afterwards. Sorry about that. That was my phone. So go ahead and just paint whatever color you choose to paint your stand with. And like I said, I like what it said on top, so I left it that way, and I just decided to cover up the wording on the side pieces and just paint it all white again. So I just did basically one coat everywhere except for where there was letters, and I did 2 coats on that part. And once you're done, there you have it. It looks really cute. What do you guys think? You can use it outdoors or indoors. Let me know in the comments down below where you'll be using yours. Until next time, bye.